The views and opinions expressed by guests and/or comments are those of the persons who submitted them and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of In the Clutch Sports Talk and More podcasts. Any content provided by guests are of their opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company of any individual or anyone or anything.
Testing.
Man, how was you able to talk while the thing was going on? It's supposed to have been muted, right?
I did it. It was my bad. I thought I had muted myself. Look down there. That's me unmute. That was me.
It's supposed to be muted when
no, it was. I unmuted it.
Oh, okay.
Because I one thing I'm looking, I said, why am I muted? And I lost track of thought.
Oh, okay. So we can so we can unmute that and talk over. Okay. There's just some good information to know.
Right.
What's up, cousin Pat from St. Louis? Already in the house? Could you see us at first, or just you was able to comment? We just wondering. Because you got in at like 6:55.
Because she responded to Terry, so she had to have been.
Where our buddy at? Where our other buddy?
She probably had to work. Leave her alone.
LaTonya?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Something going on. She ain't here yet.
Yeah,
she deserve a day off. We all need it.
Did her info to the email? Anybody check the email? I know I did.
No, I ain't got none.
Oh, Patricia, you just so sweet. Lord have mercy. The sweetest person I know. I don't care if I'm in a bad mood or what. Find a way. She gotta find a way to make me smile.
Did y'all just go away for a second?
You had froze up for a second.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's the Wi-Fi tonight.
Well, we ain't got but one person. Where everybody at tonight? I guess we need to put a topic out next week. We have no talk. We leave it up to the viewers. They don't want to talk about none.
They come.
They need to come on. We 2 minutes in. I still ain't seen LaTonya. LaTonya finna miss a week with us.
That's all right. Yeah, they don't want to talk about nothing. We don't either. We'll call it a night.
No, we will not.
Look, that'd be one of them 8 o'clock nights. 1 hour in and out.
Oh, we.
See, you get it. Oh, this was the other thing. Let me show you. While I got this, let me see if you can. Okay, let me see. All right, let me see. Can you put this in the chat? Can you put it?
Did it go? Yeah, I see it.
Can you click on it?
Right, because when I tried that one time, it would not let me. Well, at first it wouldn't let me post it.
I wonder. Now don't even want to call in, so I know they don't want to come on screen.
Right.
Woo! This
It's
gonna be an hour of us just talking to each other. We might well hold the conversation we were having before we went live, if that's
right. Keep talking about that.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's
a lot of stuff to talk about.
Man, what?
There's always something to talk about.
Bounce around today.
Because if don't nobody start off with nothing, I want to start off about our Commander-in-Chief's comment on if Diddy asked him for a pardon, would he grant it?
Ask if who?
They asked him yesterday that if Diddy them come ask him for a pardon, would he do it?
Oh.
He was throwing slick jabs. He said, well, he said, me and Puffy used to be real cool. Until I became president, and he just sort of Will throw. He was throwing his little slide jabs, but I would look at the case and I'll see if any injustice was done. You know, just talking all that stuff. But it was funny.
All right, we're 5 minutes in, so we're gonna have to kick this thing off. We're gonna have to go on here and get it started. It is what it is. We're gonna we can talk about that Trump stuff, and then I got something that I did that fit right in with that too. You are tuned in to Real Talk, where if it ain't real, we don't talk about it. The topics are never ending, so if you're ready for some real talk, you're in the right place. Can't wait to hear what the crew got to say this week. Y'all see we doing something new. We got the comments that's scrolling up and down the screen. I guess so that's so the Facebook people can see what the YouTube people putting on, and the YouTube people can see what the Facebook is. That what that's for?
Yeah, that's what I was telling you last week. Remember I was telling you, did you get that alert when you first signed in the StreamYard? I want to give you that option. A lot of the podcasters are going to that.
Yeah, I saw it at the top of the screen. Said show comments on stage, and I just clicked on it. So yeah,
it's a good thing to have. When I saw it on there, I thought it was pretty cool. It helps them interact, because if you didn't have this on screen, I don't think one can see the other's comments.
Oh, maybe that's why they be confused sometimes.
Yeah, they be confused sometimes, because like, who you talking to? So you can see everybody's comments on there. So that's cool.
Well, today, first off, let's get the show started off right. I am your host, D. Early. You have joined us for some real talk. I am joined by the world famous. No, he told me don't say that no more, but I'm joined by T. Will.
Definitely not famous after last week. Shit, I jumped off Facebook.
No, he became famous.
Shit, he got that right. You damn right. Never again.
Learning lesson. And we are joined by the lovely, vivacious Show Nuff.
Hello, clutchers.
We decided to do something a little different this week, because we normally try to come up with a topic and we kind of hit on it or whatever. This week we made it viewer's choice. So we here to talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. If y'all want to ask us some questions, get our opinion on it, we willing to put ourselves out there and answer the questions for you. If not, we just gonna start rumbling and rambling and talking about some stuff that we want to talk about, some stuff that we was talking about before the show. So we'll give y'all a couple seconds to put a question in there, put a comment in there, and we'll roll from there. If not, we gonna which one? If they don't come with nothing, Terry, what we gonna hit? Trump, or we gonna hit your boy Diddy?
They'll work hand in hand. We can start off with Diddy and then talk about what the commander-in-chief had to say about it. So yeah, because it's a lot of it that they really could do a series on this trial. It's been so much. It's so much.
Yeah, but it's.
I mean, I don't want to call it good entertainment, because a lot of bad things are being accused. But I mean, when I tell you the things that I love in a series, in a movie, the intrigue, the suspense, the drama, and all that type of stuff, man, it's got all that stuff. It's got. Hey, Felita, happy belated birthday, my sister. I know you had a birthday about a week or two ago.
Yeah, but don't you think now, like, and I know it's relevant because it's more than one person. Like, the testimony now is just kind of being redundant. It's like the same. It's like they repeating the same thing that you heard last week. You ain't really hearing nothing new. But
I totally agree. Just from a different person, the same thing, but from a different person. And that's what I kept asking myself. Like, okay, we get your point about this. Are you going to put anybody else on the stand with something relevant or something different or something like that? And it seems like everybody that the prosecution is bringing up is pretty much telling the same thing, maybe in a different way, but pretty much the same thing. So
I'm like you on that. We got that part. We got that. So let's go to something else. And, maybe they just want to stack it up, make it seem like it's so many, it's so overwhelmingly a number of people or something. I don't know.
Well, Mm. Well,
Why did you fly?
let me ask you a question, because from what I heard yesterday, they said the prosecution could be going on for another 2 weeks, which means that they got to have at least 5 or 10 more potential witnesses before the defense start doing their thing. But kudos to the defense, man. When I tell you, Mr. Steele has been on his job. Mr. Steele has been on his job, and for those that don't know Mr. Steele, he was one of the head. He was one of the head. He defended Young Slime Life and what's his name? That just had the trial with Young Slime Life. Y'all help me. Y'all help
Slim
me.
Thug and
Slim
Gunna?
Thug. Yeah. He was Slim Thug's lawyer. Brian Steele, the one that's
Oh,
doing the.
he on this. I ain't even know
That's
it.
that's Brian Steele. That's the one that's wearing them out. When they doing the cross reference, when the prosecution, have they turn with the witness, then they go to the defense. Well, Brian Steele is the one that's doing the rebuttals and all that type of stuff. So, and I was able to see him at work in the Young Thug trial, and in those cases, the TVs were allowed inside the thing. So Brian Steele is a bad man, and he been cutting up for the defense so far.
I ain't been keeping up with it too much. Everything I saw so far or saw lately, it was like they tried to get the Capricorn lady or whatever her name was, and she was ready for him. They come with this letter she supposed to wrote. She was like, "Nah, a letter as a reference letter from Diddy," and she was like, "Yeah, that was in 2012, and I wrote the letter." So they kind of dropped the ball on that one. I don't know if that was your boy Brian Steele or what. What's up, Michelle? Michelle in the house.
Hey, Michelle.
Look, Sleep Parnell came. He said, look, the definition of respect that a woman should show for her man, and don't leave out being appreciative. Don't kill me, ladies.
Man, look, we was going on a good direction with this, Ronnie. See, I got into too much trouble last week. I'm standing down. I'm gonna let Daryl and Sharita have it this one.
It's hey, today is viewers' choice. Whatever the viewers want.
I get it, but y'all ain't finna put my neck out there on the chopping block this time. I'm gonna let Daryl and showing up take that topic.
Well, I'm gonna defer temporarily to Sharita to show enough by her being a woman, and I'm trying to wait on some comments from the women in the audience, see what they got to say about that. The definition of respect that a woman should show for her man. I already know what the first thing Sharita. I know the first thing Show Enough gonna say.
You sure do.
Is it pretty much gonna be? It depends on what he doing.
Thank you. You already know.
Okay.
You get what you give. But I know I probably know where he's coming from, though, that if you giving, why are you not, receiving? I'm assuming that's what you're, alluding to. And in the famous words of D. Early, that's the wrong one.
It might be the wrong one. I'm just saying, hey,
it might be the wrong one.
If you gotta ask for the respect, either you ain't doing something right or she ain't the one. I think we all can agree with that.
I think it goes back to what we were talking about last week when I said sometimes you picking what look good, what feel good, but it ain't good. That's all it is. And it's like you want that from what the look good. You want that. You want that respect. But you ain't gonna never get that from her. Because she don't want nothing but what you gonna give her.
And and I know I'm finna ruffle some feathers with this.
Come on with it.
I know I'm finna ruffle some feathers with this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Most of the time, people want what they can't have, and they will go all out for the most low down, corrupt person or whatever.
Come on.
And as a good guy, you look at it and be like, damn, why is she so infatuated with him? Or vice versa. I'm sure y'all women be like, so, but yeah, I mean, respect is earned. So I'm gonna say, and I hope this ain't, I hope this is just a general question, Ronnie, because I'm gonna stop right there. I don't want to break up no relationships around here.
And the only thing I'm gonna say about that, because I ain't finna get in no trouble, but Ronnie, I think you pretty much said it in what you had up on, what you just wrote on the screen. The only thing I would request is that you are appreciative. If you are appreciative, that does the world for me. That shows the respect right there to me. That you appreciate what I do for you. I mean, as a man to a woman, to a woman, you should want to do everything for your woman, but you want to feel appreciated. And to me, that what you just said right there just sums it up for me.
But I think the problem comes when you are expecting that. Like I said, when you were expecting that just because you gave it, that don't mean it's required that you get the appreciation from it if it's not the right person. That's why I say if you begging for it and you ain't getting it and you giving all of this, then you got the wrong one. You gotta keep. That's why I don't mind. I don't judge people that's been married 3, 4, 5 times. I don't judge people that have been in and out of relationships. Because why stay in some mess? Once I see it ain't going the way I want it to go, or we can't work it out, on to the next one, and don't care what nobody say. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
No, it ain't nothing wrong with cutting bait quick. I mean, if you see it ain't going nowhere, I mean, ain't no need.
Let it go. Let it go.
No need in staying there. I kind of agree, but sometimes we, like you said, we
and you know what?
And sometimes it's hard to let it go.
And I just had an epiphany. Don't tell me where it come from, but I see you being married in the next 18 months.
Lies.
No, look, I'm just don't why you don't want to claim that? It could be the right person that it could
marriage is not my end all be all. Marriage will not define who I am.
Did I say anything about defining you? I didn't say that's gonna define you.
No, if you want to predict something, predict I'm gonna win that lottery. Predict that. Give me that prediction.
I see it in your future too.
Take it off.
Take it off
of me. Take it off of me.
Well, I ain't saying
it's probably because I need a customer. I wanted to do the notarization on the wedding papers. Probably that's probably where it came from. I ain't sure.
Okay, 18 months. We shall see. Look, if it comes, I promise you this: I ain't gonna block it. If he come around, I ain't gonna block it. But if he don't.
And in the words of one of my good friends, the legendary doctor, men, 1 woman is enough, 2 is too many, 3 and more is ridiculous. So,
who was that, Dr. Detroit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know him?
Yeah.
Dr. Detroit.
Yeah.
You remember that movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
an old school right there. I thought you wouldn't remember that one.
Yeah.
And you know what, Felita? I agree, but I say, and I won't even say if you got a good man. If you got a man that's putting forth the effort, you doggone right, keep him. You better. Cause ain't nothing out here in these streets. Nothing.
Problems. Hey, ain't nobody finna be on the streets in Fraser. Where Karen King at? We need you in here today.
Right.
Yeah, when the people are afraid. No, let me keep my tone down, man. I got in trouble last week.
God.
No,
But no. Let me address that because I think people get the wrong idea about me. You would be so shocked to know the true me is in a relationship. But I wouldn't have, if anything, I'm the one walking on eggshells in a relationship because I guess I could admit you partially right that I be waiting for the shoe to drop so I can exit. But that's a defense mechanism that I've built up because of past, I only count 2 major relationships that I was in. So yeah, because me, I don't know if you believe in horoscopes or zodiacs, but me being a Pisces, a true passionate Pisces, I'm the best person to be in a relationship with because I'm gonna give you my all. No ifs, ands, buts about it. But yeah, that first screw up, I got to go. Cause I done gave you 155% of me. And why would you screw up? Why would you mess up?
Hold on. You said you give 100%.
155.
155.
Yeah.
And after one, I mean, okay, how egregious does this one thing have to be?
I would say, well, of course, I won't even say the cheating thing. The cheating would have to be that you just out there embarrassing me in public type of cheating. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely I'm gone. I don't like liars. A small lie, I'm gone because my thing is why tell me a small lie? Don't you would never have to lie to me.
Well, like, okay, when you say lie, you talking about like I mean, what kind of lie we talking about? Like
let's say you lied about I won't say income. Let's say you lied about how many kids you got.
okay.
Something like that.
That's a deal breaker.
Yeah, like that would be because why would you lie about your children?
There goes my notarization. Yeah, that's it for me.
Terry, you gave up that quick. See what I'm talking about? See, you gave up quicker than me.
No. But you absolutely right because in that case, I can't argue with you. If you can't tell me how many children you got, or I find out after the. I mean, relationship is based off trust. I mean, we all grown folks now. It's time for all the fun and games because, like I said, you don't have to get married. If you don't want to get married and you still want to sow your wild oats, that's your prerogative. You can do that. But if you're gonna take the chance to say, you know what, I want to stop, I want to be as one, I want to be unified and all that type of stuff, do it. Because you don't have to. Ain't nobody twisting your finger, do it.
I'm reading Scott comments.
Oh yeah, my boy, he on it. Look, okay, I'm gonna say,
It seems like the camera.
I'm gonna say,
read me right.
Come 75% in your next relationship in the beginning, and work your way up to 100.
Huh? Me?
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying don't give all?
Yeah, just kind of tone it down a little bit, cause I mean,
I don't know.
Like I would be on egg shit. Like if okay, let's just say I'm watching this podcast and I'm interested in you, and I want to email the show. Hold on, I want to email the show, and I want to get some insight on Show Enough Sharita, right?
Right.
If I started based on this show, if I started talking to you, I would walk around on eggshells based on everything I've seen.
Right. And I would understand that.
So
I don't understand that.
tone it down. I mean, just.
But I can't do that. Then that would be me not being me.
No. It's we see when you go full force,
Mm-hmm.
and then one little thing just blow up the whole ship. Whereas if you just kind of cruising a little bit, you be like, okay, you told me you was a manager at MLG and W. You only a worker. Okay, cool. I can. That's a lie, but maybe I'm working to be the manager one day.
Right.
You know, so I ain't trying to give no relationship advice. I'm the last person to get it, but I'm just saying maybe if you didn't go so hard from the get-go, it would give you a chance to grow with that person, because people gonna make mistakes, because you might even make a mistake. You might even say something that, you know, it ain't a lie,
right,
but it wasn't a full truth.
Right.
You know, and then you wouldn't want him leaving you over something, you know. So look, maybe some good advice. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, and I get that. I really, really do. I have received it. I will put it in my pocket. But at 53, 54, how much time you think I'm on? This my thing. Once coming into a relationship at this point, you gotta know what you want. You gotta know that, hey, I'm gonna do this to see if we gonna work out in a relationship and possible marriage. Like, if you're not even marriage minded, what you doing?
You surely packing on that lipstick for Scott.
I've been wearing
you done put on some lipstick 3 times on this show. It ain't wearing off that fast. It ain't wearing off that fast, show no. It ain't wearing off that fast. Scott ain't going nowhere. Wink, wink.
I did not do that.
Okay,
but anyway, Daryl, keep go on.
Hey, that's my boy. If he want the email, I'm gonna give him the email. That's, you know, I can't make nothing happen.
You see, my cousin put a comment up here. What's up, Tessa? Okay. Sure. It seems as if no matter what percentage we give, roles have changed, and most of the males I've met, dated, have been dependent on me. I'm a nurturer and don't mind looking out for the men I'm dating, but I don't think a woman is supposed to give. You're absolutely right, cuz.
Sarita, what's my saying?
That ain't the right one.
That ain't the one. That's an easy one. That's
where we mess up, because women do it too. We want that one that we pick, that we like, to be the one, and it ain't. And we think, if I do this, if I do that, then he gonna appreciate me, and he's gonna change his ways, and he's gonna give me what I'm giving him in return, and that doesn't happen.
And if I was a man, I mean, I wouldn't want to be dependent on a woman. I mean, I don't know. And it's sad to say that, you know, you got a lot of percentage of men out here that wants, you know, to be dependent on women. But like I said, the women have the final ultimate say, because they can try to be dependent. They only can do what you allow them to do. So if you cut them off right there at the top, when you see that they got those dependent tendencies, just cut them off and keep pushing. But I promise you, somebody, I know it's a few, but you know, it's somebody out there. Just keep pushing.
And okay, as roles have changed, and man, this feel more like a matters of the heart show.
Matters of the heart, I know, right?
But hey, it's viewers' choice, so we gonna roll with it. When we say roles have changed, I'm just asking a question: is it possible, since the roles have changed, that maybe it's equaling out or balancing out, that it's okay for a woman to take care of a man? If I'm just saying, if we saying the roles change, so how can things be the same if things have changed? If the role have changed, okay, and it's a primary example. I was talking to a friend, and I thought she was gonna be on tonight to listen to us, but I was talking to her, and we was talking about like when you start off, when you meet somebody, and I was like, "Ooh, no, don't ever tell a man you don't need him financially." It's just something that's a turnoff to, I ain't gonna say all men, but that's a turnoff to most men, because we looking at it right then and there. We looking at it like, well, damn, what else don't you need from me? Why, so if you don't need me for that, what do you need me for? So now you already turning the scales around. Now she said, well, I'm just not supposed to say anything. And I'm like, no, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to tell him I make 200,000 and I got this, and you don't have to say that. He gonna eventually find out, but let him find out on his own, and y'all grow together based on the commonality, the things that y'all have in common, and you could grow from that. Because just because you making 200,000, he might be making 75.
Right.
He still might be the right person for you, though.
Right.
You don't have to be at your level for y'all to blossom and be a great couple.
Right.
And I just thank God for making me a person that's not didn't have materialistic tendencies, because I get great excitement. Like if I get the yard cut, which is stuff that I'm supposed to do, but I'll sit up there and tell my wife, Sean, I got your yard cut. Or if I did something for the house, you got your thing for your kitchen, or you got your thing for upstairs. It's always, I'm saying, this is her house. I say, I just pay the bill. This your house, I just pay the bills. But that gives me satisfaction, or something that says, that I'm providing for you. This is yours. Don't get me wrong. I love my home and all that. I'm just not a materialistic person. I mean, I'm just simple. I'm simple when it comes down to that. And some women love nice things and all that type of stuff. I don't get caught up in that. And I'm thankful that I'm not that way. And I think that's one of the things that turn me off about a woman that is materialistic. And the women that's in the chat, don't take that the wrong way. I always believe that you're supposed to take care of yourself, pamper yourself, and do nice things. What I mean by that, as long as you take care of your financial responsibility, you work just as well as I do, so you're able to do whatever you want, to live whatever lifestyle you want to live. I'm just saying, if that's the first thing in your mind is materialistic things, this over, priorities. That's what I mean by that.
Okay, but I think and with that, with women, well, I'm speaking of 50 and up, well, I say 40 and up. All of the things that we would want, well, I ain't gonna say what we would want a man to do. We're already doing everything for ourselves anyway. We're already pampering stuff. So
we missed half of that.
You
froze up. We missed half of that. You froze.
You got froze. You got froze.
I was saying we're already doing all of these things for ourselves. So I think the problem kind of coming in when you meet someone and we don't expect you. I think that's the problem too. The men they think we expect them to start doing those things that we were doing already for ourselves. No. That's not what it is. It's kind of like what you were saying, Terry. Like, if we got asked you to do something, well, no, strike one. If you don't just see a need, and it's not even not necessarily a need, like I ain't saying you saw my light bill on the counter and I put it out there so you will see it and you pay it. It's, you know what, this week I know she be paying that dude to cut her grass. I'm gonna get that grass for you. That stuff like you talking about some legs spread wide open for you. Stuff like that. It's not that we always want you to pay my bills and pay for my hair and pay for we already doing that. We can already afford to do that. But when it's done with, that care and that adoration from that man, you're going to get that. You're going to get that. We love that because that means to me, you were thinking of me. You saw something. I didn't have to ask you. I ain't have to tell you. That stuff, but that's the stuff we get off on. Because we already doing everything. Especially, a woman that's been single for a while. We already got our own place. We already got our own copy. But when you come in,
we're gonna get you some better internet connection tonight.
That is not that y'all been freezing too. Don't play.
I don't know.
Yes.
Scott said Chris said he got a lawnmower, but I want to get back to once again.
That's enough for the relationships, man. Let's get back to the chat and answer what we want to talk about.
We're gonna do this commercial break. We're gonna get on this commercial break. I don't know how we got on this, but I'm gonna say, is it how you pronounce this here?
Who?
What?
Your cousin? Is it your cousin?
Tessa.
I'm gonna say this, Tessa. Any man that want to just stay at home and watch you go to work, that definitely ain't the man for you. That's all I can say on that. That's so easy. That's too easy. And told me a T man knows what a woman needs.
She meant real man.
Okay. Knows what a woman needs. Thanks for translating that. You should never have to ask a real man, and she agrees with that. Okay, I'm gonna say this too. Okay, because sometimes I be a little slow. Sometimes I need that little nudge for you to be like, I need this or that.
And we'll give you that nudge. We will give you this, because if we feel like you ain't getting it and you that man that might need a little nudge, we'll give it to you. It ain't gonna be obvious. But like I said, we might leave the MLGWB open, or we might leave the, my nail appointment wide open on the, we'll give you a little nudge. Yeah.
I mean,
but
I'll catch that subtle hint. I'll catch it.
Yeah.
I'll catch it. And then I know, but then you got to think about it. Sometimes you just, we know, most of the time we know. And we, that's us trying to get some points. We'll do that. We'll be like, hey, just for whatever reason, slap you some money down, or,
no foul.
Bring you some water, bring you a case of Coke or something. We'll do all of that.
Send them we like them flowers.
So when them legs go wide open, if you start to bring you a case of Coke. No, I'm just answering your question. You said if they cut the grass they cut the grass, you said them legs go wide open.
See, Terry, that's how you be getting in trouble.
No, I was just asking the question because you said that's the thought that counts, and if I know you like
for people in a relationship, yes, it is.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. We talking like if you were in a relationship, and I know you I love root beer, and I just go to the store and bring you a case of root beer. I mean, I did it. You didn't ask me. I went and got it. That's all I'm saying. I really didn't mean nothing.
Yes, you did.
I swear. No, I had no problem with telling you if I was serious. I was really asking a question, like, will it take that hell? I'm gonna try some of those approaches.
No, you're not.
You see, I'm just gonna go on over here to talk about what Scott talking about, because I don't know. Jesus, help me, Lord.
Yeah, we get 7:30 at 7:39. Let's hit this commercial, and we come back and put the number up in case anybody want to call, and we get off this relationship talk unless y'all want to continue. We'll talk about No, he don't want to talk about relationships.
Whatever.
Here we go.
Are you in need of a trusted notary to legalize your important documents? Look no further than Terry Williams Notary Services. Whether it's affidavits, real estate documents, business agreements, or binding marriage certificates, you sign it, he'll seal it. With a commission in the state of Tennessee, he provides reliable, accurate, and professional notary service. For fast, friendly, and professional service, contact Terry Williams Notary Services today. Call 901-503-0564 or email twilliams7296@gmail.com.
Where's my commercial?
Oh,
no.
I just thought about it.
I'm working on it.
How you gonna take my shine doing my commercial? I'm trying to promote my commercial. You talking about your commercial?
Come on, you've been talking about it.
Y'all show me some love, y'all. See, that's the type of disrespect I don't need. I'm trying to get some business, y'all. I do everything, man. I notarize your property, your if you get married, if you get divorced, power of attorney, anything legal. Just come see me, you know. And then I will travel to you now, but it's gonna cost a little extra fee. You know, gas is high these days. You know, that's common thing, but I will drive to you and take care of all that stuff. All my information's at the bottom, and come to me for all your notary needs.
Terry Williams Notary Service, 901-503-0564, or you can reach him at twilliams7296@gmail.com. He is commissioned in Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
Sarita, I'm telling you, I if I could show you my computer, I could show you that I've been working on it. I got it. I looked up your commercial gonna be about 3 minutes long the way you got it right now. So you gonna have to cut that down.
We can cut it down. We can cut it down.
So let me know how far you want to cut it down, because I have been working on it. Show enough peptides. What is it?
Show enough peptides for all.
Yes, see, I've been working on it. I'm glad you said it. I'm trying to finish it up tonight.
What's a peptide?
We're not going to discuss that right now.
Hey, Chris say he out here changing my oil and he changing his oil in his lawnmower. He said he got a 0 turn.
You see what I said?
Oh. Uh-oh.
What'd you say? Cut the front end. No.
Hey, Chris, you my boy. I'm gonna tell you.
Ooh.
Hey, what John Travolta said in that movie? I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave.
I'm just saying.
That's one of them cinematic views. Okay, now I think this would be a good time for me to interlude my something that I just threw together. I just wanted to do something because I was thinking about it, and we can we'll jump off the relationship for a little while, and we'll go with this. It's just some little commentary that I made, and I'm just gonna play it right quick, and then we'll comment afterwards.
Gotcha.
What's up, everybody? This your boy D Early. Just got a little commentary I wanted to throw out there at y'all. Want to give y'all my little insight on the state of the United States government. The United States government, as of today, continues to function as a federal republic under the framework established by the Constitution of 1778. This system is designed to ensure checks and balances across 3 major branches: the executive branch, which is the president, the legislative branch, which is Congress, and the judicial branch, which is the Supreme Court. Each branch operates within its unique roles and responsibilities, enabling a dynamic balance of power that has been pivotal to the nation's endurance. And I just want to say, not so much so lately. We've seen President Trump and his administration push through a lot of executive orders. Some have went up to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court has said, hey, no, you can't do that. And they're still doing things. So all I want to say is, as Americans, we need to try to come together before this thing gets out of hand, because I see in the future that it's not looking so good. I support the office of president. I don't support all the things that President Donald Trump does. Some things I'm okay with, but some things I'm not. But what I really want us to do is to start focusing on local government. If we can start at the bottom, we're gonna have to work our way to the top, and hopefully we can cut this thing off before it gets too far out of hand. So that's just my little 2 cents. I only want to spend a couple minutes with y'all and just put that out there, and maybe we could talk about it one day. But until then, I'm out.
All right now. All
And,
right.
and it's like every day you read something, and like I don't know if the guy that they sent back to El Salvador, I don't know if he was part of MS-13. I know they pulled up some stuff where he domestic violence against his wife or whatever, and some more stuff. I didn't see anything that solidly linked him to MS-13, and they detained him and sent him back to El Salvador. Now, if he is part of MS-13 and he is a deterrent to America, then yes, by all means, send them back. But even with that, it's a process that we have to use, and that's where the problem is coming in. At where some of the people in Donald Trump's administration think they can circumvent the law and just do what they want to do. I mean, we had the laws in place for a reason, and if they can't, they just pushing the envelope like, we gonna do it, we did it, and we not gonna reverse it. We not gonna try to get them back over here. We not gonna, and see, that's we have these laws and stuff in place for a reason. So
I told y'all he was gonna do this. I told y'all he was gonna do this.
he doing everything he said he was gonna do. I mean,
I knew it.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's and then the Constitution clearly states, can't take gifts from foreign dignitaries and governments and all of that. And my thing is, how are the Democrats just letting this stuff just go? Why ain't nobody up in arms about this?
They are up in arms.
Yeah, but I mean, how?
But what can they do though? What exactly can they do if the Republicans, who also know that this is so wrong, are continuing to back him and push through what the people in Congress are pushing through what this man is doing? If they're outnumbered, what do? They're outnumbered.
I mean, they are, but I mean, it's still some good Republicans out there that's kind of not falling in line to what exactly what everything that he wants. I mean, it's just like this big beautiful bill. How these people finna say they finna cut Medicaid? How did okay? Maybe they it wasn't gonna pass in the House at first. They had to go rewrite some stuff and do this. How could that even get past the House? With that alone, that should have just killed it. So that let me know the Democrats on board with it too. It ain't just
not what I've been seeing. I've been seeing them talk against this.
Some of them been talking against it, but I mean, some of the stuff they talking about cutting, just it shouldn't even be no discussion that it shouldn't get cut. So for it to get as far as this don't already got, once again though, it's you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. You give me this bill, I give you this. See, that ain't government. That ain't how it's supposed to be.
But don't the Republicans control the House? I mean, don't they have the most seats in the House as well? As far as votes?
Yeah, they got the majority, but that's what I'm saying. It didn't pass at first because some of them wasn't on board with it. They didn't get on board, and they didn't get on board until they got the paperwork that what they wanted in the bill.
And that's what I'm saying. So regardless, the Democrats could yell to the cows come home and talk about it till the cows come home. But if they don't have the majority vote and all the Republicans are and they're outnumbered by the Republicans,
Oh, now see, okay. So now, see, that's the part that pissed me off because I think President Biden had control of both when he got in and didn't get shit done. I mean, excuse me, he didn't get anything done. So don't tell me because you got a majority, you should just be able to do whatever because he couldn't, he didn't. Why wasn't he able to?
But see, there you go acting like them Republicans talking about, well, Biden didn't do it. We ain't talking about that. We talking about right now, what they doing right now.
No. What I'm saying is you can't say the Republicans got control and they passing everything they want to pass.
But
And
that's what they're doing.
But I'm saying when the Democrats had control, they could have been doing the same thing, but they didn't. Why they didn't? That's all I'm asking. Why they didn't do it when they had control?
I have no idea.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So that's the frustration part that makes people who might vote Democratic, they start voting Republican because they like the Democrats. We've been voting for them all these years, and even when they got control of the House and the Senate, they still don't get none done. Now,
right.
I don't agree with how Donald Trump go about doing stuff, but I give him credit to say that he doing everything he said he was gonna do, and even if it don't go through, he can at least say, "Well, I tried. Y'all saw my executive orders. Y'all saw me doing this, and y'all saw me doing that." Now, whether it's right or wrong, that's for each person to determine on their own. But he at least doing what he said he was gonna do. These other presidents, you can't just say they did.
See, I don't keep up with all that stuff. Make me sick to my stomach. It's all those policies and stuff. I want to know, is President Trump going to pardon Diddy? That's what I want to know. Is he going to pardon Diddy?
No, I don't think so. Now,
because if everybody saw the little interview yesterday, he said he's going to review the case, and he said he don't care. He said just cause somebody may not like me for whatever reason, I don't show no favoritism. I'll look at the case, and if I see some wrongdoing, he said I'll make my move. He said, but I won't comment until the case is over with. So, that's the rumor that Diddy can get out of this or squirm his way out of it, and
Trump. Okay. Well, okay. What would his justification be? It just because I can do it, or
just because he can do it? That's what I'm saying. You see all the people he's let go for whatever reason, and see, you got to be careful because he let the head of the Gangster Disciple go, NBA YoungBoy go for no reason at all. But
let him go.
Huh?
He didn't let him go. He's got 200 more years to serve. He ain't out of nobody's prison.
Who
you talking about? The whatever the man name is. Who you talking about? The man, the head of the disciples, whatever.
Larry.
Larry.
Yeah, he's giving no pardon.
He's pardoned, but he's not getting out of prison.
Well, I'm talking potatoes. Look, I'm talking about.
Well, that ain't doing me no good if I ain't getting out.
Right.
but
I didn't know that. I thought he was getting out.
He pardoned him, but he didn't commute the rest of them sentences.
Well,
he still got another 200 years.
He's 74 now, so I mean,
right.
Hey, I don't know.
The point I was trying to make is, it's all that is fool's gold, because what he's trying to do, I'm telling you, he's trying to get it set up and let some of our people go, because he's getting ready to pardon those folks for that January 6th riot.
He already
did it. That was the first thing he did.
But not all of them.
I thought he did.
He did a couple of the ones that had the.
It wasn't no couple. It was a
whole lot of.
Most of them he pardoned, and some of them got out and got right back into trouble. But I think the ones they were trying to say did something to the police officers or something, those were the ones that maybe still be in there. But yeah, he finna pardon all of them.
Yeah.
And hey, once again, I mean, if you got that power, I mean,
Biden pardoned a lot of people.
If you are part of an insurrection, you should not be pardoned.
But
That's treason against the United States of America. That's you should not be able to get away from that
at all.
at all. So I mean,
But
I
when
think
you're a criminal, when you're a criminal just like them, you don't care.
okay, but and I had a disagreement with somebody about this. Why did he pardon Larry Hoover? Why did he pardon NBA YoungBoy and who else? It was some more people. Why did he pardon them?
I think that's just all for show. I think that's to get some of the niggers on his side. And that's it. I think it's just for show. Because he's doing all these pardons of all, because what's the white guy and his wife?
Todd and Chrissy or something.
The Christmas.
Yeah.
Like, so he had to throw some, he had to sprinkle some black in there.
Okay, but that's like, okay, then you got the other young man that did the little tax fraud stuff or what the fraud stuff, and his mom came to one of Trump events and dropped down $1 million, and they let him. He got a pardon, and he didn't have to pay back the $4.5 million. See, that ain't
right.
That's abusing your power.
And then people are saying that because Todd Priestley, now I'll say this, but because I did watch their show, they were funny, and for that reason I did watch them. They were funny, but I out and he's talking about the treatment, blacks in prison and all of that. That people are saying that Trump gonna revoke his pardon or something because he here there, talking about that. But man, they've been talking about we know that there's different treatment of blacks versus some blacks and whites in prison. You ain't coming out here telling us nothing. Shoot, go on about your business. He already doing interviews. He already probably got so much money lined up that he finna make just off a press tour.
I mean, I ain't looked too deep into that case, so I ain't, I'm just, I was concerned about, and I'm not saying, he shouldn't have pardoned them. He shouldn't have pardoned NBA YoungBoy and all. I'm not saying that. I'm saying why? What I mean, is it? Someone told me I was being delusional and I was being brainwashed by the old Democratic Party and this and that, and I'm like, no. I'm just able to read between the lines and see that, that's to, and this is my opinion, that's to get black people to be like, oh, he ain't that bad. He pardoned NBA YoungBoy. And okay, so why he ain't pardoned Larry Hoover the first time he was in office?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So it be stuff like that. To me, it get to a point where you doing stuff so that you can kind of deflect when they say you ain't doing nothing for the black community. You ain't doing nothing. I asked this question, and I don't know, and I should have looked it up. How many black staffers do we have?
Probably one, if probably one.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I can look it up. Let me look it up while you talking.
So that's what I'm saying. So, but at first it was, you black people like me, and I mean, if you even gotta say it, it's a problem to me because you shouldn't even have to say it. It's just is what it is.
He has 3 people of color. 3.
That's more than I thought. That's more than I would imagine.
And I guarantee you, they're not. And it's really only one black person. The other 2 are Hispanic.
And no, that don't count.
Is it? It's one black.
That don't count. And I bet you they low level staffers. But hey, it is what it is. It's his term. He running how he want to run it. I ain't got no problem with it. It's just.
I do.
When I look at the whole big picture and the things that we talk about and the things that we say well, this America, that'll never happen. Yeah.
It's happening.
Whoever thought a felon would be able to run for presidency? So, I mean, things can happen. And we so far into it now, it might be too late to make any, substantial changes to the way government ran. I feel like we need a total reset. We need a total reset of the United States government.
It'll never happen. It'll
never happen, but we just need a reset because these people, they too tied in with people with money that's influencing everything that they do. So
it's never been about the people. It's never. I don't care who it was, Obama, Biden. It has never been about the people. Never. And it never will be. It's about money. That's all it's ever gonna be about.
Captain Ibrahim Traore. That's all I'm gonna say.
In their groups.
I think I'm moving. I'm moving to Africa.
Ghana. I'm going to Ghana.
Come on. They said, come on. You can come on. We got you. We're gonna give you. We're gonna these as soon as you get off the plane. And I'm gonna throw this little quick thing in here because it look like we gonna. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. So yeah, we ain't got too much longer. Just let y'all know this is not financial advice. Anything I say is not advice for you to follow. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Investing in any asset is a risk and should only be carried out by competent adults. If y'all ain't got no crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Shiba Inu, Pepe, Cardano, if y'all ain't got none, y'all better.
I took my notifications off. I ain't even been checking. I'm just letting it sit there.
Look, I ain't been checking mine as much. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't been checking it as much, but I periodically check it. I already got my sale orders in. So when it hit my target price, it's gonna automatically sell. So I ain't gotta watch it as much now. I just Bitcoin went up to like 112,000. And I'm still kicking myself in the butt. I'm kicking myself in the butt because for y'all that don't know, in 2009, I got a tip. It said Bitcoin is gonna be the next big thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, what is it? Now, keep in mind, it's 2009. They said Bitcoin is a digital asset that you're gonna be able to use as money or providing services and all of that. Basically money. Okay, in 2009, I was like, oh, I don't even know what this is, so I don't think this is a good investment. Bitcoin at that time was 10 cents a Bitcoin. 10 cents a Bitcoin. 10 cents. Now it's sitting right now at like 105,000 per Bitcoin.
Yes.
So
we missed it.
Yeah, I missed that one. I got about 1.5 billion Shiba Inu coins. And the price is below a penny right now, but I got a 1.5 billion of them. And I ain't finna sell all of them. I'm gonna keep some of them, but I just want people, to kind of look into it a little bit. Do your own research, do your own investigation, but you need to. This is one of the things that I do like about the Trump administration. They are pro crypto.
Yeah.
Trump got his own coin. Milana got her own coin. So they are pro crypto. So I'm just riding the wave. I don't want y'all to miss it, because when it hit, I don't want nobody to say, hey, you ain't tell me about it. You ain't tell me about it. I'm telling you right now.
It'll be a lot of.
Now that was my second commentary for the night. Get you some crypto. Crypto.com. I mean, that's who I use. Go to crypto.com and If you don't know how to do it, go to YouTube. That's how I learned how to buy it, sell it, transfer it, and everything else.
Remember them late nights there? I mean, you was up.
Man, look. Hey, you looking at it, Riri? It's done went up. Boy,
We was on it,
man,
trying to figure it out.
I had invested initially, I had invested, and I didn't know no better, but I invested. I had $1,500 invested, $1,500 invested, and my money went all the way up to $14,943 some dollars. Now, I was new to the game. I didn't understand. I'm thinking, okay, it's gonna keep going up. And that 14,000 slowly dropped, and I'm like my Cat Williams voice, Terry, and it slowly dropped, and it ended up going below the 1,500 that I initially put in. I think it went down to like 1,000, but I just left it in there, and then I just started putting more and more into it, and it's okay right now. It's okay. But it's gonna be even better, in hopefully in the next couple of months. So I don't put it out here now. So can't nobody say you didn't tell us. It's what you do with this information is up to you now.
Shiba
Inu, SHIBA Inu, INU. That's all I'm gonna tell you. And look, you know what's outperforming them right now though? That Pepe coin, PEPE. I sold about $1,000 worth of my Shiba Inu and bought $1,000 worth of Pepe. And I'm already in profit on that. I'm just
that's what I did. That's exactly what I did.
Because it's gaining more money right now. But yeah. So that's it for my little crypto spiel. I hope somebody take advantage of that information. Well, we had an hour. We had about 3 different conversations we talked about tonight.
I think we did good.
Hold on. Let's do this commercial. We gotta do our home girl. We don't do anybody else. I gotta do her commercial, and then we're gonna close the show out.
When it comes to buying or selling real estate, the right agent can make all the difference. Choosing the right partner means less stress, smarter decisions, and a better outcome. Here are 5 reasons why Tanya is a professional you can trust to guide you through your real estate journey. Local expertise you can count on. Personalized approach, proven track record of success, cutting-edge marketing strategies, and dedicated support every step of the way. Real estate transactions can be complex, but she is here to guide you through every detail, from the first consultation to the closing table. Tanya can provide clear communication, expert advice, and unwavering support to ensure your success. Ready to take the next step? Let's make that real estate goal a reality. Call her today at 901-870-5337 to schedule a consultation.
All of y'all.
Home girl.
That's our home girl.
Licensed in Tennessee and Mississippi. Call 901-870-5337. She'll walk you through the entire process, and she'll do it all with a smile.
Show enough.
I just tried something here. I just wanted to see if the comments, if I take them off, which I did, and then when I turn them back on, it just disappears. So I guess somebody gonna have to start the comment thing over.
Oh, got you. Yeah, and also we're gonna ask, as we always do, to please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. You go hit the notification bell. Once you hit the notification bell, and you select all, that way you'll be able to catch us on all our platforms, no matter what time, what day do we actually come on. Over there to the right of Show Enough is our QR code. For those that share the show, where it's on my right, it's
below here and to the right. It's on the right hand side of the screen. So
the right hand side of the screen, and you just put your trusty phone up there, and it'll take you straight over to the page where you could again like, share, and subscribe. Ask everybody as always to share it to 5 people. Get them to join us, and let's build these numbers. Help us build these numbers up. We constantly growing a little bit by each week. So, and before we get out of here, I'm sort of digging this viewer's choice thing. We need to probably do this a little bit more often.
We got 2 more subscribers too, Ted.
Oh, you got 2 more subscribers.
This week.
It may not be a lot to y'all, but that's the world to us. You know, anytime it's an increase, there's 2 more people that didn't have to subscribe and give us a chance, and let them show what we got, on a week-to-week basis. So we appreciate that. We just ask y'all to continue to support us, and we'll continue to, give you our very best each week, and talk about some stuff. So
yeah, I mean, I like, because we want to talk about what you guys out there who watch and want to talk about. That's why we kind of did this. We come up with ideas. We try to come up with ideas every week. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's, it get a little bit, because we don't want to be redundant. We don't want to be talking about the same thing every week. So we kind of want to hear from you guys what y'all want to talk about, and just kind of, I think today we kind of started off a little slow, and then somebody gave us a topic and we ran with it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I liked it. And
Tanya, we need to get Tanya on the show too, to let some of our people know who you are. Let them put a face with a with a video, with a commercial and all that, and tell us how the house selling or house buying thing is going now since President Trump has gotten office, and give us some tips and some tidbits of what's going on, and probably get you some business up there. So you need to come on up here. And
they say it's more sellers than buyers now.
Well, Tanya sells them too, so hey, she's a winner either way. So if you want to sell your house, she got you. If you want to buy one, she got you.
If you ain't got no buyers, that make the sellers market hard.
Right.
Well, yeah.
We were talking about that.
Yeah, we were talking about that for we gonna hang on for one more second. Terry, you brought this one up, so I'm gonna let you comment first.
I don't know. I saw the whole thing in full, and I'm just telling you, Michelle, I believe the guy. 95% of what he said, he didn't have a reason to lie. He didn't have a reason to go live and all, to do that. Why would you go through all of that? And I think the main thing that he said that hit me, that made me just start believing him. And Daryl gave his conspiracy theory where sometimes they let the maintenance man go back there by himself, but he just had, to me, a good point when he said that the maintenance man had told the police that the guy, as they were escaping, that this guy pulled a shank on him. And if people that had heard the video, he said, "How could I pull a shank on you when everybody knows that in prison, that when the maintenance men or anybody like that come to the back, they're always escorted by a law enforcement person. So how could I pull a shank on you if he was accompanied with a police officer?" So, so he got some explaining to do in regards to that, because that guy's in a lot of trouble anyway. The maintenance.
But like I said, these prisons, man, they get lax. Maintenance man been there for so many years, probably never had any run in with the inmates. He probably cool with some of them, and they probably accept him.
But see, that's your conspiracy theory, because I'm listening to him because he's in there. So if every time if he says a maintenance man comes back there, he's accompanied with a police officer, I tend to believe him, because I last I checked, you ain't never been to jail.
Liars are in prison.
Yeah,
well, I'm just saying, if you can't put yourself in that position that you were there, you can't give commentary about that.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
It ain't credible. It's not credible. It's not credible. It's not credible.
It's called an opinion.
I believe the guy.
I mean, I ain't saying I don't believe him. I'm kind of like you. I can't see him going online and saying all of this stuff if it's not true? It's I mean, if you on the run, they looking for you, and you gonna go live
Yeah.
and say all of that. And I mean, like I said,
that's 30 more minutes you could have went to Mexico. That's been 30 more extra minutes he could have got to Mexico. So I'm just saying, why I'm gonna take a chance? Like,
he been out for 2 weeks. He could have been anywhere.
That's my
Could have been anywhere. So I mean, 10 people escape. Hey, how they do it? How they, I mean, it's crazy. But I tend to want to believe the guy. So now we gonna see what happens. Is somebody going?
I'm hoping somebody look into it. I really hope and pray somebody looks into it. This could been, I ain't gonna say a blessing in disguise, but I mean, who knows? If we know that the government, the judicial system, the police officers, they can be corrupt. We see it right here in the city of Memphis. So he's talking about in one of the notorious prisons down there in New Orleans. So I mean, things happen, and I just wouldn't be spending 45 minutes out of my time to sit up there and have some documented paperwork and pleading to you, say, I don't care who it is, help me, if I know I did it.
But what was the first thing he said that you said you didn't believe, Tier?
Well, I think he was nervous. What did he say? They let me out.
He said they let him out.
Yeah, but I really think that he was just nervous when he said that, because he countered himself later on in the show, said, the otherwise, just the opposite. He said they didn't let him out, but like I said, you got a guy that's doing a thing in front of the world, man. Well, he didn't know at the time it was in front of the world, but he had to know that it was going to get out for the world to see, man. I just think he was sitting up there nervous, and he never shied away what he did in the past, and he also told a little bit about his upbringing. Some of that stuff, that's the first thing about when you tell it. You got to be able to tell it all and tell the truth. And he told the truth on himself. He said, I may have did this back then, or I may have did this, but I'm telling you.
But you got to think, Tier, when was the past? Was the past before he got locked up? Or was the past 5-10 years ago?
Yeah, but he's been in there 14 years.
14 years for domestic violence?
That's one of the reasons he went on video. They gave him 25 years, dude. He served 14. He got 11 more to go.
Okay, it's more to that than just some.
That's what he's saying. That's what
he might have been on his third strike or something.
Yeah, it's something else to that.
Just listen to his whole story. I can't say he right or wrong because I don't know all the facts. I'm just telling you. That's one of the reasons why I said, man, I didn't do all this stuff. They supposed to start on this. I was on probation. The girl lied and said that I did this to her, and I guess they backed up the time or whatever, and he got 25 years. He did 14 of it, had 11 more to go.
Oh, no.
So what he's saying, that the time or whatever they did to him, number one, the girl lied because he didn't want to be with it anymore. I can't say that. I'm not going to call her a liar because I don't know the truth. But he's saying that he was unjustifiably incarcerated, and that's one of the reasons why he went live on TV trying to ask for some help, because he knew he better get out there and say something, because he's going to get 10 years just for trying to escape. Not counting the additional 11 years that he was going to have to do, that he going to have to back up.
I mean, you got appeal processes in jail. I need to see all of it. What appeal processes he used, and you got all the you got lawyers that's looking for cases like that somebody paperwork ain't adding up. So I don't know.
Michelle, you got a good point, Michelle. Going live, knowing they can track you somewhere, but I firmly believe that he was smarter than that. I think that was a taped thing. I think by the time he got through with that and had that stuff played, he was long gone from that location. You're exactly right. He give him more credit than that. He ain't sat there for no 40 minutes when you can ping a location from a cell phone or from a IP address. When you on Facebook Live and all that, they can tell where you are in a matter of seconds. So you're right. He went live, but that was a taped live. That was a cell phone taping another cell phone as he was going live. So I'm sure he was long gone from that. It wouldn't surprise
Well,
me that if he did that video the first couple of days he got out.
yeah, he might have did. I mean, but even if he did, I mean, I know people can stay on the run for an extended period of time. If he been locked up for them many years, he ain't got no money. He ain't got no money to keep running and hiding. And you know they going. You said yourself they going after the people that harbored them other criminals, getting them $1 million bonds and all of that. So whoever helping him, you know, they probably worried too because they don't want to, you know, go through that same scenario where they, you know, and might be family members, just mother, father, anybody. Just, you know, hey, they wrong for what they did to you. You can stay here tonight, and you know, but you become an accessory once you do that.
You're exactly right, Michelle. Somebody is helping him. This was I'm gonna tell you something. Somebody is definitely helping him. He ain't laying on the side no alley. He ain't jumping from tree to tree. He ain't in no forest or anywhere. He's somewhere where he taking a hot, nice bath, eating real good. Somebody is helping him, and that was pre-planned. I believe that to my heart. You're exactly right.
I'm gonna look closer into the case now that you said all of that, because I mean, they should be closing in on him soon. He just need to, if somebody offered to help him, he need to take that offer, and because what you don't want to happen is them to chase him or he get killed some kind of way. You know, that's what you don't want to happen. Because if it's a corrupt system and he really wasn't supposed to be in there and they knew he wasn't, you know, the best thing for them would be for him to come up missing some type of way or unalived, as they say.
Exactly.
Now,
But he ain't missing no meals. You're right. He had on some decent clothes. He had on some new shoes. He had a nice haircut. Somebody is taking care of that boy right now.
probably a girlfriend or family or something. And I want to thank the fugitive team today. They arrested the young man that shot and killed the young boy, or unalived. How I keep saying unalived, the young boy out in Fraser. I saw he was 17 years old. I saw another shooting in Fraser, and I'm like, damn, what's going on in Fraser all of a sudden? Karen, where you at, Karen King? Y'all. What y'all got in that garden that got these folks going crazy?
They just focusing. I think that's just like how they don't.
We gonna need you to. Okay, start over, Sarita. You froze up again. Start over. What?
I was saying, I think
start over next Tuesday.
Just like they're not reporting things that happen in Collierville, they just want to bulk everything that's happening in Fraser. It's stuff happening everywhere else too. They just focusing on Fraser because Fraser is a little out of hand right now.
Yeah, they wild west, and Terry said he grabbed the AR-15 off the boy and he had it tucked down. I mean, why you got it tucked down in your pants going in the store anyway? You ain't gonna be able to pull it out if somebody run up on you. That was obvious. But you know, we still feel sorry for him. You know, condolences to him and his family, and he left some kids behind and all of that. But I'm glad the fugitive team was able to make a quick arrest. And I don't know, we're gonna have to come up with something because it's just killing everywhere over Memphis. It's bad. Well, okay, another great show. Got the little comments in the on the screen so y'all can see that. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
It was our first viewer's choice, and I think it went pretty well. Good one, Michelle. You came. We was finna close out, and you came with another view for us. So yeah, that's love right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and close this thing out. And as I always say, I hope y'all learned something, got something out of this podcast, because that's why we do it. We want to try to put some positive vibes out here, and anything we can do to help, that's what we want to do. And Terry, you got anything else?
No, I ain't got nothing. I'm done.
You ready to go watch some
You already know my Philadelphia Phillies playing. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And one more thing, y'all, when you're scrolling and y'all see our reels, like, share, and comment on those reels. Please, 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 please. Whenever those reels pop up, like, share, and comment those for us. Thank you.
For sure. Because we've been getting some good views on over 1,000 on a few of them. So that's good. That's progress for us. So we love it. Well, until next week, I don't know what it's gonna be. We might do the verses next week, Riri.
Hey, I'm ready when you ready.
We might do the verses if we can't come up with something else. Terry ain't ready to go back to matters of the heart yet, so we got to skip a week before we.
Yeah. Give me another week off of that. I'll take the verses. I'll take that.
Yeah, we might do that. Just so y'all know, it's our own little version of verses. I don't guess we can call it verses, but
right.
Rita gonna be representing. Terry, you ready for this? Sharita gonna be representing Cool and the Gang, and I'm gonna be representing KC and the Sunshine Band.
Okay.
I got this.
Nah, I got this. I got this. So we might do that next week. We might save it for one of them weeks where we just ain't really got none. But it might be fun next week. So we'll throw it. It ain't gonna take that long anyway. But we're out of here, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Bye, y'all.